Hey guys, it's Massive Nuts here, and today we'll be talking about Kindred ADC. Now, we're not going to talk about the items or the runes here. I'm running PTA, you can see all that in my guide. Today we'll be solely focusing on the gameplay. So I'm playing Kindred and Janna against Vayne and Alistar. So this is in solo queue platform right now. And so we'll be showing how we can abuse those low elo mistakes, and especially the low range of Vayne. Even if you have a lower range, you have a dash that can do more damage than hers. So we'll see how to use it. It's an Alistar, which is quite a bad support for Kindred because he can easily just knock you up and disable you for a couple seconds. But we'll see how I'll play it out. So the first thing I do here, you might have noticed, I kill one of the distance minions. That's because you have one quite of a low range, so you prefer to you're gonna prefer to kill one of the distance minions first, so you don't have to get close up at level 1 and get poked. Well, in this case it's a Vayne, so there's a lot less risk, but usually it's the best thing you need to do if you're not leashing, at least. Okay, so for now I'm still clearing, not much happening. So we see Janna is poking a lot the Vayne, and I'm just focusing on farm right now, trying to not shove the wave into the tower, but directly like right here, so the next one will be available like just in front of us, and I know the Rengar is not gonna gank us because he started bot side, and Rengar level 3 cannot gank our lane right now. So for now, still farming. We had the first blood, but that's no, that's the enemy team. So for now, boom, their wave is in tower. You can see already big farm difference. That's solely from killing the right minions at the right time and trying to use the appropriate timings for the lane. Alright, so we see Alistar engaged here. That was a pretty poor engage. And you see how we can punish him pretty fast, because their lane is extremely abusable. So this is just an example to show you how to abuse them. Usually it's not this easy. If you're against the Caitlyn, for example, you're gonna get poked constantly, and you'll need to be very careful with your positioning. So for now we have the advantage. I think, how do I see the gold? X. Okay. I have 800. Is it? I have 1k free. Wait, no, 800. So I'm ready to back because I need to pick up that pickaxe. So we'll see what happens. So I see there's a Rengar here, and we also have an Irelia, and I thought she was gonna come, but she did not. But I stay back. It's still okay if we get ganked here because they're so far back and they're gonna take so much time. But let's see what Alistar does here. We'll see. He pushes me to Rengar, which was a pretty good thing, and I'm forced to flash. I could have been playing a bit safer here. My support had her ward and didn't place it at the time, so that's probably why we got ganked. But nonetheless, it's fine. I get my pickaxe, return to lane. My back timing it's alright. It could be better. We'll see. They're gonna try and shove this in the tower. They won't quite manage it, but I actually pick up all the minions, I think. So she's missing a lot of minions still. So you see we're equal in farm, but there is like about 12 minions here that I need to pick up. So to farm, you don't really need to use any other ability but your Q, which is an auto attack reset. So here, what do I have? I have a pickaxe, and Vayne, what did she buy? She buy a recurve bow, and we see our jungler, who is wanting to do the Drake. We actually have prio bot here because our lane will be pushing when they come back to lane. But I slow push so that the wave builds up a bit more. Unfortunately, Masty decided to do it so fast that he got stolen the Drake. But overall, it's a great. It's actually pretty worth for us. We get 2 kills here. Actually, I don't remember if he kills it. Yeah, I do. So, then I have my mark. Master, he leaves it to me, which is really good. You don't actually need to kill it. You can just have an assist on it in the last 5 seconds, and it gives you your mark. But Master, he left it to me, so it's pretty good. Allowed me to snowball. I'm already at 50 farm, and in 2-0, I have exactly 1k2. I don't quite want to back right now because I want to finish my mirror mana. So I kind of want to get a pick on Vayne before we back, so I can finish my mirror mana. So let's see how this plays out. So I bait out. Well, this was actually Jana was not really helping me here, but I still get the kill, which is worth because I get a mark. I get the gold I wanted for mirror mana, and well, I lose a couple minions, but overall it's still worth for me. Even if she gets a bounty, it's still a pretty good fight to take for me. She's pretty behind, and you know she'll only take a vampiric scepter, and I have my mirror mana immune finished. So now when I get back to lane, we heavy win this with Jana. Jana tries to freeze the wave, but she couldn't. We heavy win this just because I have my mana immune, which will be my big power spike in early at least. So we'll see how I play it out. I try and freeze to keep them off the minions. This is something you can do in your games if you don't know how to. There's plenty of videos. I advise you to watch Skill Caps Challenger videos on YouTube. They have great videos on how to control your own minions to deny some to the enemy. So here you see we're zoning them out pretty far away. I think they missed a couple of minion experience, and we're both level 6. They're both level 5. They hit 6 here, so they're probably gonna engage. We didn't want to force an engage before the level 6 because it's not really necessary. But at this point, it may not seem like it, but the lane is won for me. And Jana will try and bait out Alistar, I think. So another mark. This was extremely lucky. You rarely get those 2 marks in early, but it's really good. It gives me, I think, my 4th mark. 3. Okay, it gives me my 3rd mark because I killed Vayne and then the 2 crabs. But your peak is at 4 marks. You get your attack range increase, so you want to get that as soon as possible. Usually you want to mark the ADC, who is going to be the one who's going to take the most risks to kill you and get closer to you. But and then when you've marked the ADC, you mark the support. And once both are marked and you still have a cooldown, you go in the jungler. And it's really easy to pick up some marks like this. So here, I get some good damage. This was actually very interesting. I could have saved my flash for my R, but I didn't know exactly where Rengar was. So I wanted to keep my R in case he had level 6 and I needed to defend that. Luckily he went mid, which was a mistake from him. But there we are, that was a pretty easy kill. You saw how I burst Vayne down so much faster than she does. So this is how you can abuse low range ADCs like Kai'Sa, Kalista, Vayne. and you should really be playing quite aggro. You're very strong, especially once you've completed your Manamune. So here they have a big wave, so I try and fight. I don't think I kill him yet, which was a bit sad, but it's okay. And then Vayne gets annoyed that we touched her support. So now Vayne just cleared, so I was like, we should stay another wave. I don't remember why. I think it's because I needed a bit more gold. And then I have my BF, and because I knew Alistar was gone and I still had my R, I would have taken a fight against Vayne and the Rengar if he came. Now here we are. I back, get my BF. Janna gets called because she has a terrible back timing. But here we're gonna go for the Drake. I'm quickly gonna go over what to do in those cases. Here we have a fight breaking out in the river. So here I actually marked Rengar, I think. Yeah, so I marked Rengar, but he died before my mark applied, which was very sad. I think it was 1 second or 2 seconds too early. So I didn't get the mark, but overall double kill. Great damage that we put. Massey played that pretty well. We get the Drake, and now it's just about killing all the enemies. So I'm gonna show you a bit what it looks like when you're actually fed, what you can do, because the laning phase is over. So let's see. So oh, I think I don't know why he focused Janna, but here they try and 1v2 me for some reason. I still have heals, so it's not a big deal. And here my wolf kills Vayne, which is quite funny because it's about 100 damage at this point in the game. But that was pretty good. I'm 7-2. Oh, there was another thing I wanted to show you before we leave. So Rengar, when a Rengar jumps on you, you have multiple outcomes. And I think this is the play. Okay, so as you're gonna see, no, that's not the one. But this one, you can see the Storm Razor, and just using your Q well and at the right timing can just give you so much power to even move through assassins. But there was another one which was very interesting that I wanted to... Okay, I think it was this one, where I was extremely low and Rengar tried to ult me. And again, well, Rengar is a very special case, but you have numerous assassins who jump on you. And anyways, this is wraps it up. I was pretty lucky this game to have 2 carps and a favorable matchup. But I was just trying to show you how it can be, how strong it can be, and obviously try and pick up your marks as much as possible. I think it's 17 minutes. I have 6 marks, which is fairly good. And yeah, you actually get even stronger in late game. So if you're still behind, it doesn't really matter because you're gonna scale anyway. But yeah, that wraps it up. Hope you guys enjoyed, and that was pretty clear. And, good luck in trying in your own games.